Hi, this is Patricia, and we're going to be making recipes out of Rick Bayless's books, Mexican Everyday and Frontera. We're going to be trying a main dish, a salsa, and a margarita. So join us on this fantastic journey as we try my favorite chef's delicious recipes. We have our delicious jalapenos and garlic cloves that we are roasting for just a few minutes on this grill so that we can get them nice and flavorful, get those seasonings out, and then we're going to put them in a blender. Okay, so we put our jalapenos and our garlic cloves into this blender, and of course, if you have a food processor, put them in there, but I don't have a food processor, so I put them in this blender, and we're just blending them up with the roasted tomatoes, and depending on whether you want it chunky or more smooth, then just blend it a little more. So we blended our jalapenos, our garlic, and our roasted tomatoes in our blender, and then you put it in a medium-sized bowl where your onions, you had already chopped your onions, and mix in that cilantro. The next thing we're going to make for our chorizo, mushroom, and potato tacos are the potatoes. I'm getting them ready and prepped, although I'm going to make them last. I'm going to make the chorizo first, and you're supposed to, according to Rick Bayless's recipe, you mix the potato in with the chorizo, which is going to make the potatoes a lot more flavorful, but we do have people that we are meeting together that do not like potatoes in their tacos, so we're going to make it an option and put them on the side. And here we have our chorizo. You can see it. It is a very unique, it's just meat and seasoning, that's all it is, but it comes out very hard, and then by the time it heats up, it's got this really good soft consistency. And of course the recipe calls for mushrooms. We got these in here, and like I said, we're not putting the potatoes in there just simply because some of the people that we will be meeting with don't necessarily care for potatoes in their tacos. This right here, we're actually using beef chorizo. They do make pork, and Whole Foods and Central Market sell a soy chorizo. So for vegetarians or vegans, there is that option. Here I have the potatoes that I chopped up into cubes, frying right now. Again, these in the recipe are supposed to be made with the chorizo, but we're making it separate. The chorizo would have given it a good flavor, but you can also just put a little bit of the chorizo drippings, the fat drippings in there, and that will also give it some flavor. Hi, I'm Patricia. So this year what we're doing is we're going through these recipes from Rick Bayless, Mexican Everyday, and Frontera, which has guacamole and margarita recipes in it. So tonight we are trying the chorizo potato mushroom tacos. We have some red roasted pepper salsa. So this is what we're going to have tonight, and then these are the traditional margaritas that we're having. So once we get everybody in here and sit down, we're going to try it, and we'll let you know how we like it.
So I love this. It's delicious.
Oh man.
It is very good with just a potato and the chorizo.
Yeah. I like it.
Wait, here
Here it is. Look at that.
We already took a bite
Oh
out
my
of it.
gosh.
Chorizo and potato.
Okay.
Sarah, what say you? Oh, you haven't had it yet. Didn't have one.
This is the chorizo?
No, there's a chorizo right here.
Oh my goodness.
And then when you taste the salsa,
That is good.
don't like it, Vicky?
I hate it so much. This is not a reflection on the quality of the food. I just don't like potatoes, and I don't like corn tortillas.
And the salsa.
The salsa's fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you have to say it on camera.
It's really good.
This is really good.
Okay, here we are. We just finished this fabulous dinner from the recipes from Rick Bayless. So I want to get everybody's views on there. Sarah, what did you think?
I really liked it.
What did you really like? What was your favorite part?
I like the chorizo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was, I was telling the audience before, it is beef chorizo. They do have a pork and they have a vegetarian version, but that was beef. So just FYI, in case you want to go out and buy it.
Oh, that was beef. I thought you said it was going to be fake.
Well, I was going to get the fake, but I couldn't find it.
That explains why. so good.
Okay, Chris?
Okay, I loved it. My only regret is that I eventually got full. I ate way many tacos, probably about 8 tacos. They were all exceptional.
So what were your taco fillings?
My taco, I never got away from the chorizo. The chorizo, the whole thing was just amazing. The potatoes, just the potatoes and the chorizo, that's really all you need. I eventually added, other things like guac and a sour cream. But that is some exceptional, wonderful tasting food.
So you think Rick Bayless knows what he's doing?
Good job, Rick.
Jeremy?
So I had my first one was just the chorizo and potatoes. I felt like the chorizo and the potatoes came together. So the chorizo has a very strong flavor, as usual. Chorizo does. It's got a lot of fat, a lot of seasonings. The potatoes just kind of bring it down to an acceptable level, and the corn tortilla added that authentic flavor that just kind of made me feel like I was ordering a taco in a gas station. It was incredible. And then later I upgraded, add a little bit of the ground beef and some guacamole, and but still, again, like Chris, the chorizo all the way. Every single taco had chorizo on it. It was incredible.
Nice, thank you very
And
much.
potatoes on every single one too.
And potatoes.
Yeah.
So do you think that the salsa and guac added anything, or
I
they
didn't
were
put
fine?
any salsa on my tacos. I just ate the salsa with the chips. The salsa had a wonderful, authentic flavor. The guac, I really felt just kind of like the potatoes. It just brought the chorizo back down to not be overpowering, because chorizo does have a very strong flavor, and guacamole is kind of a mild, cooling additive.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, Vicky.
So, I'm sure that the quality of the food was fantastic. I don't like potatoes, and I don't like corn tortillas, and I'm not the biggest fan of chorizo. So, I did not enjoy the food.
Well, she did try it.
I did try it.
Yes, she did try it, but of course she ended up going back to her original meat taco with her Taco Bell sauce there. But that's fine.
That's
She
shameful.
tried it, and everybody.
So good.
It's not for everybody. That's
Not for
okay.
everybody.
Clyde.
Oh, I loved every minute of it. I didn't like the corn tortilla as much as the flour tortilla, because my corn tortilla tended to break up.
Yes, it did.
But it tasted good, and I love the chorizo. I'm glad you said it was beef. I kept wondering why I love this so much, because the pork is good, but it wasn't this good. This is the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I like the beef chorizo. I love the hot sauce. Nothing was really overpoweringly hot. It was pretty mild for me, because I really like a lot of hot.
Yes.
And I couldn't believe that I was enjoying just chorizo and potatoes like I was. It was like it was completely filling. It was what I needed. Why did we all have to have all those other ingredients? I didn't realize that. I realize that now. I think I may order it that way in the future. And thank you, Rick Bayless, for awakening us to what it's supposed to be. And thank you for Patricia for being the conduit to bring it to Dallas.
So Clyde, how many margaritas did you have?
I had 2 margaritas, and that's my limit, and it was wonderful.
Ackley, what did you think about the food?
Wonderful. The flour tortilla I like better. The chorizo, I had that on every taco I had. It was remarkable. I was surprised how good it turned out. Pleasantly surprised.
What did you think about the margarita? Because I know that you're not a big drinker.
They were good.
Good.
Real good.
Good.
I just didn't need it.
Hi, I'm back. So I really did, I love Rick Bayless as a chef anyways. I really do like him as a person and his cooking. And I did also try the chorizo, and the corn tortilla and the potato. That was a requirement of this gathering, was that we tried it originally the way that Rick Bayless had it in his recipe, and it was very, very good. I did have 2 more with flour tortillas. But it was fantastic, and I had 2 margaritas, and they were fantastic, and we just had a really good time with this. So we're going to do this again next month with a new main dish, a new salsa, and a new margarita. So join us, And thank you so very much, Rick, for these fantastic books and all your videos and just being an amazing person.